is required of when shamans were respected as they traditionally were. They're essentially like without family, and their sole purpose is for the tribe to be their family, and everything is transferred onto them. They're typically a little schizoid, because they end up either cracking up and deciding this is what I want to do, or it cracks you up. Shamans were always a little weird, but they're the ones that people listen to because they had access to the unconscious. They got or the non-conscious. They had access to God in a way. They sensed things, and they definitely had a felt sense of the emotions amongst the tribe. So that's a lot to take on emotionally and physically. Or can society go back there? Can we create that type of infrastructure? It would be great. It'd be cool, especially for the lack of mentorship that most young men have, and that would be a process, a ritual that we could go through that would support evolution, especially during trying times. Or, I think it's a good conversation that we have medicine that ancients have been using, that if administered properly and with the good process and a good elder, can do the same thing in a shorter period of time.
I think it would be an amazing option to have, as opposed to let me prescribe a cycle of opiates for you, for your PTSD or for whatever. I mean, you're in Florida, as opposed to maybe you go to this ayahuasca clinic with a shaman who spent 10 years doing this, and you have a private room and you do it, and that's your weekend treatment, and you come back and it's okay, and we talk about it, and but I don't know if we're going there. I know America with
whenever the conversation opens up, it's happening.
Right, that's true. So a tool that you might use again, you might not. You don't know. Yeah,
I don't think we're ever clear of our demons. They come back, especially if we're not aware. And I'm trying to remember who said. I think it was something I was reading with Carl Jung. But he basically was saying, if you think that you've resolved your shadow issues, you've got shadow issues. This is the game that we bought into when we got here. We're going to be battling demons. We're going to be battling with the shadows. There's always a spiritual war going on. The minute you think, I've got it all figured out, I've got it resolved, I've cleansed myself, now you're in trouble. So I could see it as a tool to use when necessary. I get quite a bit of relief and rejoice out of movement. I get it from bioenergetics, I get it from deep breathing, I get it from dynamic meditation, I get it from standing up right now and just pounding and yelling and smiling and laughing.
Like fun, I want to do it afterwards.
Oh, it's great! Right?
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media, log in and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.